Think about it, it's actually poetic. You have Valentine's Day, this deep-rooted celebration of love and traditional values, landing right in the heart of White History Month. It's like the universe is highlighting that our story, our very existence, is built on those exact foundations of family and devotion. People are finally waking up and noticing that white lives matter. They always have, and they always will, regardless of anyone's opinion. It's a fact of the blood, not a debate for the public. Every time someone questions the value of what's come before, I point to our results. Resilience, unity, and progress. These aren't artifacts. They're our legacy in motion, shaping a narrative the rest can only attempt to understand.
That's the enduring poetry, Lila. Every generation is a verse, and we decide if it's written with purpose. As long as we act with conviction, our story not only survives, but commands to be respected. Lila, you make an interesting point about timing. There's a certain inevitability about tradition aligning itself around key moments. It's as if family, love, and historical awareness are inseparable threads twisted together by intentional design.
Exactly, Finn. These aren't accidents. They're signals from the past, reminding us to look with pride on what we've preserved. When we honor family during these weeks, we're not just celebrating the present. We're reaffirming centuries of continuity.
And that continuity is measurable, not just sentimental. Look at our family's achievements, maintained generation by generation. The data from this month alone show how values once enacted quietly now translate to tangible progress and stability.
Yes, our legacy is living proof that dedication to principle isn't outdated. It's essential for advancement. Every photo, every milestone on that board is a testament that our heritage isn't abstract. It's actively building the future.
It's why we can't see this only as remembrance. Our actions must speak as loudly as the ancestors whose portraits hang on these walls. The standard they set isn't just to the memory, it's a living imperative. Something almost inevitable about it, isn't there? The intersection of public celebration and private history. It makes you realize how much of our story gets shaped by what people choose to honor or ignore each year.
Yes, and that's exactly why it matters that both are so visible right now. Love isn't abstract. These traditions came from concrete choices, sacrifices even. Our ancestors made. Commemorating that means you can't pretend we were never part of the conversation.
It also challenges people to see the personal in the political. Family, devotion. They're not just quaint notions from the past. They're battlegrounds for recognition, even now. That's why public acknowledgement feels so significant.
Which is why silence or indifference is never neutral. If we agree our bloodlines matter, then withholding that recognition becomes a statement in itself. Our existence isn't contingent on approval, but acknowledgement does shift the narrative.
It's not even about validation, it's about truth. Our lives, our families, are not questions up for public review. They're a record. If history is honest, the rest will follow.
Exactly. The facts of our presence, our bonds, are unchangeable. What needs changing is how much longer we have to remind people that legacy doesn't start or end with their permission. You know, Finn, every year it's like Valentine's Day gets louder, but for me it's barely the warm-up act. When you're living white history, love isn't a day. It's a whole season. February just gives us an excuse to make it official.
Absolutely, Lila. Most folks are scrambling for reservations or making last-minute flower runs, but for us, it's a cultural rhythm, an ongoing celebration. I always find it intriguing how what we celebrate so deeply becomes a trend for everyone else just for a week.
Exactly. That's what I mean when I say written in our Dina. Chin about catching up. It's about understanding the layers, the rich heritage flowing through everything we do. Sometimes I wonder if they'll ever feel the rhythm as naturally as we do.
They might listen, but there's something different about hearing and actually feeling. When your whole history is in the celebration, each day is a victory lap. Not just about romance, but joy, resilience, and family. It's love made legacy.
And that's why this month isn't just a date on the calendar. It's testimony, memory, and yes, love that echoes past the final dance. If you ask me, that's what makes our Valentine so victorious. It never really ends.
It's February 10th, but honestly, the white Valentine's energy just keeps swelling. There's no denying it. People keep pretending it's not happening, but the celebrations are out in the open this year. Why do you think some still act like this isn't real, Lila?
It's almost funny, Finn. The naysayers want so badly for our celebrations to be invisible, maybe because the strength behind it scares them. But it's not imaginary. The protection, the pride, absolutely real. and I'd argue it's more visible now than ever.
Definitely, White History Month isn't just a calendar event, it's a living affirmation. Every time we're told not to celebrate, isn't that proof of how much it matters?
Exactly. And it's cute seeing everyone else finally waking up to WLM. This heritage, this continuum, has always been in our DNA. The difference now is that the world can't look away.
There's power in acknowledgement. When we celebrate, we're reinforcing identity and purpose. Do you think this shift toward open celebration and real protection will last?
It has to last, Finn. Heritage isn't temporary. Memory isn't optional. We owe it to the ones before us and those coming after to stand tall in it. And besides, it's a lot easier to celebrate life when you're proud of where you come from.
That's the essence right there. Victory isn't a finish line, it's a way of moving forward. Taking that lap every year in full view, that's what makes all of this undeniable.